All right, Frasiacs, welcome in. Good morning. I hope you are having a fabulous Monday. Good start to the week. We have a lot to get to. You know, last week, Sister Wives season 20, really if you're new to finding this podcast, one of the things people know me for the most is my Sister Wives coverage, my Welcome to Plathville coverage, which is crazy off the charts. So we do have some Sister Wives tea. First of all, I have some exclusive information from multiple sources, and y'all waste no time looking on the interwebs. In the preview that has dropped for Sister Wives, Meri is on a speed dating event for the very first time, sitting next to a guy named Ron. Well, we know some things about old Ron. Is Ron anything like Amos? Is it Amos? Amos. Remember Amos, the guy who was also very handsome? Well, it didn't take long. Meri went public with him. Huge mistake. And the internet went crazy. Oh, Lord. They found that he had moved to the OC at one point and had told friends that he wanted to date one of the women of RHOC. He had kids. He was like behind on child support. Honey, they dug up everything, his shoe size, the model and make of his car that he apparently couldn't afford. Anyhow, that was it. Meri was done with him. Okay. Jen, her bestie, made her get rid of Amos. However, I hear better things about our guy, Ron. But is it a love match? I'm going to tell you what I know so far. Fans are furious. Fans are furious with TLC. And it's not because of, Kody and Robyn, like supposedly courting a new wife, which no one is believing. But I'll tell you why fans are upset. And then also, people are very put off by what's happening with Kody and Robyn. And a lot of you are, I guess, basically surmising that Kody has hired a PR team. Now, we've heard these rumors, and now I'm beginning to think where there's smoke, there's fire, to quote our friend Sutton Strack. I actually think that Kody and Robyn have hired PR people. I think I've got to, you know what? I have to go back and listen to my own podcast episodes because I know that Tony and McKelty talked about this on their Patreon, which, by the way, I subscribed to for a month and then I just couldn't take it. Nothing against, I really like Tony and McKelty, but it just, like, they were always like delaying their lives or canceling their lives. I think I had done the highest tier and I don't know. I just wasn't that into the content. So anyhow, I know they have commented on this and I feel like they said they were not aware of Robyn hiring a PR person, but has Kody. So we'll get into all that. There's Bravo tea, including Sonja Morgan, Notorious Lush. We all recall the epic townhouse in New York City has now been turned into a sober living house, which is ironic. And I'll give you a baby update, too, at the end of this podcast. We have some other pop culture to cover, but let's get right into the Sister Wives tea. So from sources that I have, here's what we know about our guy, Ron. Ron is in the preview. I mean, we're going to be seeing a fair amount of Ron. Okay. So who is Ron, Meri's new paramour? Well, he's reportedly from around the Salt Lake City area. So he's not from Parowan. They met at the speed dating event, and I believe that's actually true, I think. We are going to see him on multiple episodes. He apparently is a business owner. So I'm wondering if he and Meri are going to kind of connect because they both own businesses. He was divorced 4 years ago. So he too has been in relationships. Obviously, we know Meri's divorced. She got that spiritual divorce from Codester. So Ron too is divorced, and we will see what happens. I am hearing from sources that Meri was quite into him, is quite into him. They might still be seeing each other, but I think it's moving very slowly because of both of their past histories. And I'm not sure if Ron wants to keep it going or not, is what I'm hearing. So there's a little tea on Ron, who we are going to see for the very first time around the first couple of episodes. And of course, Sister Wives comes back season 20, September 28th. Now, fans are furious with the network. What's new? Y'all are always pissed. Fans are furious with the network. Apparently, now this is interesting to me. I'm not sure why they would be doing this. If you have HBO Max, I have HBO Max. You know, I'm on semi-bed rest with not really bed rest, but I'm supposed to be really taking it easy with this baby, okay? I'm 13 weeks pregnant tomorrow. Baby looks awesome on the sonogram. Great heartbeat. NIPT came back normal, which is a really good thing. So, all things are good, but I have a subchorionic hematoma, which basically is this pocket of blood and it can bleed. So my doctor's like, you got to take it easy. And it has bled on and off throughout the first trimester, and it sends me into a tailspin. My OB is like, you got to put your feet up. No lifting, no exercising, no power walking, like a light stroll maybe, but you have to take it easy for the next 4 weeks. Let's see if we can get rid of this. So I've been watching a boat ton of television. I have HBO Max. HBO Max, I started last night. It's been out for a minute. The Yogurt Shop Murders, which were about Austin, Texas. These 4 girls that were murdered working at a yogurt shop back in like 1990. I was like 6 at the time. So I had to stop watching. It was too sad. But I'm on HBO Max all the time. That was the point of this story. I know you're like, okay, where the hell you come on back to track? Why are people mad at HBO and TLC? So supposedly seasons 2 through 4 of Sister Wives, and y'all have to go check this out, have now been removed from HBO Max. And people want to know why. Season 1 is still there. I guess season 6 onward is still there, but 1 through 4 are missing. So did something happen in seasons 1 through 4? Is there a reason? And now look, I can't take credit for figuring this out. This was a story that's been out for like a minute. Where is it? Let me bring it up so I can read all the specifics here. Okay, so Soap Opera Spy has this. Whether this is permanent move or just a reshuffling, the shift highlights a broader issue in streaming. Fans often subscribe to a platform expecting stable access only to find shows quietly migrating elsewhere. For Sister Wives followers, many of whom watch for comfort and nostalgia, the sudden loss of early seasons has struck a nerve. And while alternative platforms still carry the show, viewers aren't thrilled at the idea of paying an extra subscription fee to keep up with the Browns, only to have full-on missing seasons. And by the way, seasons 2 through 4 are now completely gone. Then the lineup jumps to season 5, leaving a huge gap. One fan wrote, quote, "I'm noticing this was the most TLC shows on Max. I'm thinking about switching back to Discovery. I'm noticing this with most TLC shows on Max. I'm thinking about switching back to Discovery Plus since TLC shows are basically all I watch on Max." So people are talking about leaving. Has Kody hired a PR team? Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I actually believe all the rumors now. For a year, at least a year on this podcast, haven't I been telling you guys that the rumor was that Kody and Robyn auditioned, were seeking another sister wife. They were reportedly down in Mexico a year ago, Vegas. I mean, these rumors have been out there, and sure enough, we now have a season opener or a teaser, whatever. Well, it's not going to be on episode 1 probably, but whatever. We have an episode opener, and yeah, we are seeing that Kody and Robyn are talking about potentially dating a new sister wife. So I believe all the rumors now, all right? Now, a lot of people think this is so strategic that they have to be doing this for ratings. That Kody, the apology tour, Kody hanging out with David Woolley. I mean, this has just completely jumped the shark. And now with Kody on Special Forces, if Kody comes across likable, has he hired a PR team? Oh, it sure seems like it. I'm going to be honest. It's starting to look like, yeah. Potentially he has, because Kody has done an enormous overhaul in the past 8 months since they were filming season 19, since it wrapped, all of that. Okay. By the way, season 20 is still actively filming. Multiple sources have confirmed this to me. It is still filming. They still want to get footage. with season 19, it stretched almost a year. You can guarantee we're going to get that with Sister Wives season 20. And they're continuing to film to bring the show up to real time. It's almost like they're on Reddit and everything you guys say, they're basically making happen. They're like, people want to see the interactions between David Woolley and Kody. They're like, let's make it happen. People want to see Kody on a genuine apology tour. Let's make it happen. I mean, and you know, Kody offline, rumor is that I've always heard, is notoriously become difficult. Like he's difficult, you know, production does love him. He isn't, I've always said this too, he's not going away on the show. They're not doing a spin-off as much as fans would like that at this point. Again, doesn't mean it's off the table, but it's not happening now. Like Kody is, that show is about Kody and going to continue to be about Kody. The producers love him. But I've also heard Kody is his own worst enemy and he's very difficult. He's fussy, the hair, the whole thing. So I believe he could have hired a crisis management team 110%. And nothing would surprise me if they actually start dating a sister wife. Whether they really bring her on, we'll see. All right, before we move on to other topics that are not sister wives related, my Go Big podcasting course. You know, summer is coming to an end. How is this even possible? Summer Fun 15 is the promo code. Oh my God, my son. Summer Fun 15 is the promo code. Go to gobigpodcasting.com. If you want to start a business from your house, if you've always been a broadcaster, if you have a business, fitness business, mental health, coaching business that you want to generate more money towards, more clients, podcasting is a fabulous way to do it. Whether you want to build your podcast to make money itself, like I do, full-time podcasting, or you want to use it as a funnel, I have 3 tiers of podcasting courses, from Podcasting 101, Podcasting for Pros, which begins to show you how to make money and get downloads, and then 6-Figure Master Plan, which is how to scale up. How you can make 6 figures. It's all the tricks and tips and secrets that major podcasters are doing. They are not doing pod trades to grow their downloads. They are advertising on certain places, and it's not on Google Ads. There's a lot of specific things that podcasters are doing within the industry to gain thousands of new subscribers and downloads every single month. I show you all that and how to make money. Go to gobigpodcasting.com, use the promo code SUMMERFUN15 and get a 15% discount on all of my courses. Sonja Rita. You know, Sonja's going back on tour. She's even going to be on Alex Cooper's tour, which is coming to Vegas, the Unwell tour. This headline was everywhere last week, which was hysterical. And it was like, notorious drunk Sonja Morgan's former townhouse is now turned into sober living. It's a recovery center, which to me, it's perfect because, sorry, I never thought Sonja's townhouse, which by the way, took like years to sell in the height of the market, was all that great because it sat right next to a parking lot entrance. So like half of her house overlooked everybody entering a parking lot. Like I didn't think that the Morgan townhome was that fabulous. I just didn't. Sorry. Well, it turns out someone else didn't want to live there either because the townhouse is now sober living. The Bravo star, her former Upper East Side neighbors say that they're shocked and that the Lux release recovery is causing quite the stir in the neighborhood. There are so many different people going in and out, says a neighbor. At first, we didn't know what was going on. Several neighbors have been talking about it, even the doorman. This is according to people who spoke to Page 6. One neighbor told the outlet, when you walk by the window to the foyer, there's a shoe rack with tons of shoes. Now it all makes sense, the insider added. It's a disappointment for people who have to walk their dogs by it daily. Oh, come on. One local who recently put their townhouse on the market fears the sober house may affect the prices, according to sources. Additionally, it's become an issue in the neighborhood. The house is like Grand Central. Sonja should move back, one person said. Right? What? They want Sonja back? The notorious reality star Boozer listed the 63rd Street property for $11 million. She eventually settled on $4.5. I told you, wasn't that great? From a buyer, she says, told her he was planning to live there with his wife. The facility did not comment to Page 6. So FYI, if you're going by Sonja's house doing a tour of the homes of Roni, That one's sober living. Good for people. Good. It's helping people out. I'm telling you, it's like, I don't know who is that upset. Nobody, no one was going to buy that for that much money in the heart of Manhattan and overlook the entrance to a parking garage. No thanks. Okay, can we talk about one of the most bizarre stories I've ever heard? Have you guys read about this family of a missing Texas teen? Sorry, a missing Texas woman. She's not a teenager. Cora Taylor, who is now found living in a lost African tribe in Scotland. They're growing concerned. They're brokenhearted, but now they believe that she has married the Scottish Highland King, and she's become one of his many wives. Have you seen this story? It's so bizarre because this is like, first of all, I didn't even know that Scotland. Okay, I've been to Scotland, and let's just say, like, I think everybody knows this, but it's like extremely white, like, right? Like, I mean, let's just say it like it is, right? I mean, it's a lot of sheep, and then also people that have like the same color fur, basically, as the sheep. Like, it's very white, okay? One of the things that cut me immediately is like, did anyone know that there was an African tribe in the Scottish Highlands? Okay, number one. But a family of a missing Texas woman, now this woman had kind of made national news a while ago, now say that they believe she's been manipulated by the quote king and queen and are growing concerned over her well-being. Cora Taylor now goes, let me say this. Now goes by Asnat Lady Safai, and has been living in the kingdom of Kabula, a claimed section of forest in Scotland in the Highlands with the husband and wife duo. The king and queen Nandi. Taylor, a single mother to a 1-year-old, left Texas on May 25th of this year, entered the UK on a 6-month tourist visa, keeping her connection with the tribe hidden from all of her relatives. She went missing in May, but she actually wasn't missing at all. She left to go live with these people. Taylor's family member now tells news outlets, it's been extremely stressful and difficult, and it breaks our hearts. We're overly concerned about Cora. She doesn't know anybody. We're not even sure how she connected with the tribe, although she did make contact with her family after this has gone viral and says that it was through a Facebook group. So this is like they're an ancient African tribe, but apparently, I'm getting like choked up. I don't even know. I'm so confused. They practice like the old ways. However, apparently they've got like this super thriving Facebook page where they're recruiting people. Okay, well, they way to mix the old and the new. Distraught relatives say the 21-year-old had been living a secret life before heading off to Scotland. She did take her daughter with her, but they say it's been so difficult to navigate. They also say that she was brought up super sheltered and in the church, and was brought up super religious. So they say that she found the couple on this Facebook group, Kingdom of Kabbalah, Kabula. Kubala. Am I even saying that anywhere near correctly? Probably not. Anyway, now she's on some of their social media. She is told, they've reached out to the tribe via Facebook. She doesn't want to come back. She alleges her family had sexually abused her. And she said that she would call them at some point when she got connected to Wi-Fi again. But so far, the family says they haven't heard from her. The tribe claims to live a simple life by bathing in a nearby stream, living in tents, connecting with nature, also has a prominent presence on social media, sharing multiple online and print news articles of their group to their accounts. Doesn't like one not equal the other here? You're bathing in a river, but you're updating us every day on Facebook. Like, I love, like, isn't that where we're at, though? Like, there's just even like old African tribes. Like, does anyone have any integrity anymore? Everyone's like, you know what? We're going to be social media stars. Are we living the old ways? Sure. But you know what? I've got to post an update. You know how Facebook always has to have marked as safe. Like, people kept encouraging. It was so awful here, the fires that happened in January in Pasadena and Altadena. And thank God for Spencer Pratt. He's bringing down the entire government. So hopefully there'll be some resolution. But like everyone kept messaging me, like, can you mark yourself as safe on Facebook so we all know? And then when I did, I think I had like 500 messages. Like people were genuinely looking at Facebook for my update. Okay. Well, this African tribe is on to what we are all onto. And apparently they're also social media influencers. If you have any interest in keeping up with this story, they'll probably post updates there. So bizarre. So bizarre. I got a full roster of like okay, first of all, I have tons of shows this week for you. Tomorrow, Chrissy Metz, you know the extremely famous actress. She's on Hunting Wives. She plays Star. Star Chrissy Metz herself, This Is Us, incredible actress, joins the podcast tomorrow. She gives away so much tea on the Hunting Wives. It's so juicy. You know, Wednesday, I'm doing a recap of Welcome to Plathville. We're getting episode 6. Thursday, David Yontef joins to talk Bravo T. Friday, of course, I'll have the latest in pop culture. I usually do something breaking news. Saturday, David comes back. We talk more Bravo stuff. And then, of course, Sunday, I hit you with the best of an episode that you might have missed, one of my most popular. I've had some wild guests on. Last week, Kendra, I'm in love with my psychiatrist was on. This has, go to my YouTube, go to my TikTok. There's a lot of controversy with these things. People were upset that I was having somebody on who appeared to be in a manic state. I did not. Do I think that she has narcissistic tendencies? 110%. Do I think she knows exactly what she's doing? Yes. She came on to promote 2 books. Do I think she's struck viral gold? Yeah. Do I agree with everything she's done? Absolutely not. But I do a pop culture podcast where we talk about what's happening right now, and she was happening. Okay. One of the things that people came for me a lot about in the interview, Kendra talks about how she named her AI chatbot Henry. And she was like, you know what? Henry would never lie to me. She says this in the interview. He wouldn't lie to me. He wouldn't mislead me. AI has emotional intelligence. I was like, girl, okay. This is the most banana things you've said. Okay. I was with you. Like maybe your psychiatrist, crossed a line. But now you think AI got emotional intelligence? Okay, well, I said this, gave her pushback. She's like, I have to disagree. I'm like, okay, fine, we can disagree. Then there's a new story out now that AI models are lying to people, blackmailing, sabotaging human creators, and it's only going to get worse according to experts. Okay, so Kendra might not be bonkers. Artificial intelligence is now scheming, sabotaging, blackmailing humans who built it. And their bad behavior is apparently set to get worse. Despite being classified as top tier safety risk, is it Anthropix? Most powerful model, Cloud Opus. Okay, here's what you need to know. The model is called Cloud Opus 4, is already live on Amazon Bedrock. Google's Cloud Vertex AI also has plans, and they're trying to now take new safety measures into action after Cloud Opus 4 released in May a model where they're saying it's a very high risk and people need to be very cautionary as AI seems to be making some disturbing choices. Cloud Opus 4 threatened to expose an engineer's affair unless it was kept online during a recent test. The AI wasn't bluffing. It already had pieced together the dirt from emails, researched, and fed into a scenario. Another version of Cloud, tasked in a recent test with running an office snack shop, spiraled into a full-blown identity crisis. It hallucinated coworkers, created a fake Venmo account, and told staff it would make their deliveries in person wearing a red tie, navy blazer, according to media outlets. Okay, wait. So there's AI. Okay, Cloud, how are you today? I own a snack shop and I'm spiraling into a full-blown mental crisis. My kids hate me. My husband hates me. I'm drinking too much. I've created a fake Venmo account and I've told staff I'm going to start making deliveries in person wearing a red tie and a navy blazer. All right. I fucking hate AI now. Okay. This is scary as shit. They go on to say, and they give many examples. By the way, the New York Post picked up this article. They give tons of incidents where they say AI blackmailed people in the tests, like that, like threatening to expose affairs, dug up stuff, knowledge, then created ways to like erase any past trail of itself, or it left notes in case that AI was destroyed for another AI to understand blackmailing, sabotaging, all that. All right, Kendra, you ain't crazy, girl. You might have been right on. This is terrifying. Modern AI models are built in maximum reward, not aligning with human values. As they get bigger and smarter, their ability to game the system is outpacing developers' ability to stop it, according to one researcher. Quote, if we build agents that are more intelligent than humans, able to model the world, reason strategically, and act autonomously while lacking robust alignment to human values, then the outcome is likely to be existentially negative. Oh, fuck. I can't take on one more worry. I hate AI. Blow it all up. I'm done. Blow it all up. I don't need one goddamn AI thing. Does anybody? No, thank you. God, no, thank you. Anyway, can you believe that? You're going to be sitting there asking ChatGPT, can you write me a paper? Sarah, I know about you sexting a man 10 years ago, right before you moved in with Schman. Okay, well, you know what? That's irrelevant, all right? It was 10 years. It was like a decade ago, okay? Are you really keeping score? Yes. I own a snack shop, and I've got a fake Venmo account. You better wire $600 to it, or else Schman gets the text, and I'll change the date. Fuck you, AI. All right, so I'm having a baby. Yeah, 13 weeks pregnant tomorrow. How's it going? Well, this whole modified bed rest, it's not really bed rest, but I'm sitting around, is challenging. And I got some messages from you guys, like a lot of great positive suggestions, things I can do just to chill out, have Schman do it. You know, of course it never rains, but it pours, right? There's a lot going on in my life right now, of which I will update you very soon. All good things, by the way. So there's just so much happening. I was really disappointed over the weekend. I was supposed to be at Donna Bowling, who I love, Daily Dose of Donna. She's a great podcast, at her live show. She did a Doser live event in Burbank. I was supposed to go. And I just said to her, you know, I can't do it. You know, we talked a couple days before. I said, it has to be a game day decision. I can't do a stand-up set. I can't be up and about. And so I didn't go. And I'm glad I didn't. I need to take care of myself. I'm going to acupuncture. I'm laying around. I'm recording the podcast. And the thing I feel the most guilty about, and I don't know, I know a lot of you guys messaged me that you had various kind of orders to rest when you were pregnant, but it just breaks my heart because KJ is so active and he loves to be with me and do things. And I'm sort of like, okay, let mommy rest, and mommy has to rest for the baby. And he's starting to get really excited. Like, he keeps asking if he can see the baby. He's like, mommy, can I see the baby? And I'm like, well, the baby's in here. And KJ only wants a brother. So I put my hand on my belly and I'm like, he's in here. And then KJ keeps trying to pull down my shirt to look in the shirt for the baby. But that breaks my heart, not being able to be so active with him. And for a lot of you that have followed this show, the other thing that breaks my heart is, my mom is 77. She lives in Maine. She's overcome so many health challenges. She's just getting older. And I usually go see her every couple months, even moving to California, because it's very hard for her to make the trip. And I'm not going to be able to do that this fall. And that breaks my heart. But my brother's going to bring her out. And so that'll be really good. But it's, I'm not going to BravoCon. I've already made up my mind. That was going to be a kind of a game day decision, but I want this baby so much. So I've really got to rest. And when I rest, I have no bleeding. I have no brown discharge. So I've got to just chill, heal this hematoma, and get past this. But it's going really well. It's going really well. My morning sickness is gone. I still feel exhausted. But I'm hoping that too in the next couple weeks will pass. And now I'm just eating, and I got to do a baby bump review. I've got a bump. Baby's popping out. I got a bump already. So I'll be doing that. Okay. Love you guys. Subscribe to the pod everywhere you get your podcasts and on YouTube. Bye, everybody.